Hey, you okay?
I just went through Ryan's phone.
Why?
He was in the shower. I wasn't looking for anything. I just saw a message pop up.
Claire, what was it?
It was from Madison.
Wait, Madison isn't his ex?
Yeah. And it wasn't just one message.
Number, please tell me this isn't going where I think it is.
They've been talking. A lot. I opened the thread and I swear my whole body went cold.
What did she say?
There were selfies. Flirty stuff. One message said, "Last night was amazing." Another said, "Wish you were here again."
Oh my god.
And it wasn't old. That was 2 nights ago. Well, he told me he was at the gym.
Claire, I'm so sorry.
I feel sick. I didn't even confront him. I just sat on the edge of the bed shaking.
He came out of the shower and...
I asked him who Madison was. He paused, then said she just reached out and they were catching up.
What a coward.
Then I told him I saw the messages.
How did he react?
He got angry. Said I was invading his privacy. Said I was snooping and overreacting.
That's called deflection. Textbook gaslighting.
I asked him if he slept with her. He wouldn't answer, just kept saying, "I can't believe you'd accuse me of this right before our wedding."
Claire, I hate him.
I told him I wasn't accusing. I saw it. I read it with my own eyes.
And?
He told me I was just scared and trying to sabotage my own happiness.
That is next level manipulation.
He packed a bag and stormed out. Said he'd come back when I calmed down.
Unbelievable. Are you alone now?
Yeah, it's just me. The dress. The stupid floral arrangements. The empty wine bottle.
Do not let this man gaslight you into thinking this is your fault.
I can't even cry. I feel blank.
You're in shock. It's okay.
It was supposed to be the happiest week of my life.
You still have time to rewrite the ending.
With what? With who? Everything's booked. Paid for. I can't cancel now.
So don't cancel. Change the story.
I can't walk down the aisle towards someone I can't trust.
Then don't. You still have the aisle. Make it count.
I can't believe I ever thought he was different.
Abusers always wear the nicest masks.
Daniel called.
Daniel?
Ryan's best man.
What did he say?
He said he's sorry. That he knew something was off. That Ryan had been disappearing at odd hours.
And he never said anything?
He said he thought it was stress. But when he saw Madison at that bar last week, alone, in town, he suspected.
She's not even from here.
Exactly. He thinks she came just for Ryan.
That makes me sick.
And then he told me something else.
What?
He said he's been in love with me. For years.
You're kidding!
Number. He said he tried to move on, but he never could. And seeing me hurt, he couldn't stay silent anymore.
Wow, I did not expect that.
I didn't either.
And how do you feel?
Weirdly, safe.
Claire, that means something.
He asked if I'd still go through with the wedding. I told him I didn't know. And then he said,
What?
"If you don't want to walk toward Ryan, maybe you can walk toward me."
Oh my god, that's the most romantic line I've ever heard.
He said he knows it's crazy. That it's not about revenge. That it's about me choosing peace.
Claire, are you thinking about it?
I don't know. Part of me wants to burn everything down. Part of me wants to disappear.
Or take back your power?
I spent years planning a life with Ryan. And now it all feels like a lie.
Because it was a lie. You just didn't know.
But Daniel, he's never lied to me. Not once.
So what's stopping you?
The world, the whispers, the judgment.
Who cares what they think? Who matters to you?
Only you.
Then listen to me. If this wedding still happens, it should be on your terms, with someone who actually values you.
I asked Daniel, what if this is just madness? A trauma reaction.
And?
He said, "Then I'll be your calm."
Claire, he's in love with you. Not the dress, not the guest list, not the show, you. And honestly, I think he always was.
It makes me feel guilty. Like I'm replacing Ryan too easily.
Number, Ryan replaced you the moment he texted Madison. This isn't about moving on too fast. It's about surviving.
So, should I do it?
I can't answer that, but I will stand by you, whether you marry Daniel or nobody. Or just eat the cake and cancel it all.
If I do this, it'll be in front of everyone. Ryan, his parents, mine.
Then make sure they all remember it for the rest of their lives. Not as a scandal, but as the day you chose your worth. Have you talked to Daniel again?
Yeah, he called last night.
And?
He said he'll do it. No hesitation. He even asked what color tie he should wear.
He's serious.
He's calm. Like he's known this was coming all along.
Maybe he did.
He said something that broke me. He said, "Even if you change your mind, I'll be here." Not to marry you, just to protect you.
Claire, I'm gonna cry.
I am crying. He doesn't want revenge, he just wants me safe.
How are you feeling today?
Like I'm floating above my life.
What about Ryan? Has he reached out?
Just now, he texted.
What did he say?
I'm sorry, I was stupid. Can we please talk?
Classic. Right when he feels control slipping.
I haven't responded. I don't even know what to say.
Don't, not yet. Not until you're clear on what you want.
I almost want to meet with him. Just to look him in the eye and say it's over.
Then do it. End it on your terms.
He just sent another message.
Read it.
You're blowing this out of proportion. It was one stupid night. I love you. I need you.
He's not even denying it anymore.
I want to scream. I want to punch something.
Let me be your rage translator. Dear Ryan, go marry your mistake.
Should I text him back?
Only if you're ready. Not to get closure, but to shut the door.
Okay, give me a second. Sent.
What did you write?
You don't get to need me now. You needed me the night you chose someone else. I deserve more. Goodbye.
Chills. Literal chills.
He's typing.
Of course he is. They always do.
Claire, please, don't ruin everything over this. Let's talk. In person, please. Just you and me.
He still thinks he has a chance.
I told him we could talk. Public place. I want to see his eyes when I say it.
Where?
The little coffee shop by the florist. Tomorrow morning.
I'll wait in the car if you need backup.
Thank you.
Always. You there?
Just walked in. He's already sitting. No flowers, no ring. Just him.
Deep breath. You got this.
He smiled like nothing's wrong.
Of course he did.
He said, "You look beautiful."
Barf.
I said, "You look like a liar." He said he made a mistake. That it meant nothing. That Madison was a moment of weakness.
They all say that.
Then he said he couldn't lose me. That I was his whole life.
But not enough to stay loyal.
I told him I wasn't his to lose. That the second he texted her, he walked away from me.
You said that?
Word for word.
I am so proud of you.
He started crying. In the middle of the cafe. Said he doesn't know who he is without me.
Let him find out.
I stood up. I said, "Then I hope you meet him. Because I'm done." And I walked out.
You're incredible.
I didn't even cry. Not until I got in the car.
You didn't cry because you already left that pain behind.
Daniel just texted me.
What did he say?
I'll be at the venue an hour early, if you're still sure.
Are you?
I think I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
Then let's get you married. On your own terms.
I'm changing the dress.
What? Why?
I don't want to walk down that aisle in something he chose with me. I want to wear something that feels mine.
I'll call the boutique. I bet they'll pull miracles.
I just want to feel like I'm not walking into someone else's story anymore.
You're writing a new chapter, Claire. One that starts with power.
I hope I'm not making a mistake.
Mistake. Claire, the only mistake would be marrying Ryan. Everything else is survival.
I keep imagining his face when he sees it's not him at the altar.
Good. Let that fuel you. Let him feel what betrayal tastes like.
I don't want revenge. I want peace.
Then marry the man who brings you that. Not the one who broke you.
Will people understand? Or will they think I'm crazy?
People talk no matter what. But the ones who love you will say, she did the bravest thing imaginable. Everything's in place. The boutique worked a miracle.
I can't believe they had a dress that fit perfectly.
Like it was waiting for you.
I tried it on and I didn't see Ryan anymore. I saw me.
Exactly how it should be.
The venue coordinator just called. Everything is ready.
How are you feeling?
Terrified, empowered, guilty, free, all at once.
That's what freedom feels like when you've lived under a lie.
I keep thinking I'll wake up and realize this is a breakdown.
It's a breakthrough. There's a difference.
Guests will arrive in 2 hours. They all think I'm marrying Ryan.
They'll find out the truth when they need to.
I haven't told Mom and Dad.
You want me to tell them?
Number I need to say it. I owe them that.
You're stronger than you think.
I just hope they don't see me as reckless.
They'll see you as brave, trust me.
I'm at the venue now. Daniel just arrived.
Did you see him?
Yeah. He was waiting near the back. He looked at me like I was the most important person in the world.
Because you are, to him.
I told him I was scared. He took my hand and said, "Let's be scared together."
Claire, this man is going to love you with his whole soul.
I think he already does.
Do you want me to stand next to you during the ceremony?
Yes, I need you there. Just one person who knows the truth.
You've got me, every step.
I told the officiant there was a change. He raised an eyebrow but didn't question me.
Let the rumors spread after you've said your vows.
Ryan's mother just walked in.
Deep breath. Just be still. She doesn't know anything yet.
She gave me a hug, said she was so proud of the woman I've become.
You are that woman, with or without her son.
My knees are shaking.
Let them shake. You're still walking forward.
Guests are being seated. The music is about to start.
Take your time. It's your day, nobody else's.
Daniel is already at the altar. He looks calm, composed, like this isn't chaos.
Because to him it's right. It's the moment he's always hoped for.
I just told Mom and Dad.
What did they say?
They were stunned. But then Mom said, as long as you're sure we're with you.
That's all you needed.
Ryan just texted.
Now?
I'll be there in 15. I'm sorry for everything. Let's fix this.
Delete it. He had his chance.
Part of me wants him to walk in and see it.
Then let him. Let him see you standing beside a man who never betrayed you.
They're opening the doors. The music changed. It's time.
Hold your head high. Walk with everything you've survived.
I see him. He's waiting at the end of the aisle. Everyone looks confused, whispering.
Let them whisper. You're rewriting the ending.
Every step feels heavy and light at the same time.
That's what stepping into truth feels like.
I'm standing in front of him. Daniel just whispered, "You're even more beautiful than I dreamed."
I'm crying in the back row. You did it.
The officiant looks a little pale, but he's going with it. He just started the ceremony.
You're doing this. You're really doing this.
He's saying the vows now. Daniel's voice isn't even shaking. He said, "I vow to never make you question your worth."
That's the kind of love that doesn't need apologies.
Now it's my turn. I can barely speak.
Just say what's real.
I said. I thought I knew what love was. Until I saw it looking back at me when everything fell apart.
Claire.
You held me in the wreckage, and now I choose you in the light.
The room must be dead silent.
You could hear a pin drop.
Is Ryan there yet?
Not yet. Or maybe he's hiding. Or maybe he just won't show.
Doesn't matter. This isn't his story anymore.
They pronounced us. People clapped. A few gasped. Someone whispered, "That's not Ryan."
And you stood tall.
Yes. We kissed. It wasn't grand. It was gentle. Like we were finally home.
I've never been more proud.
We're walking out now, hand in hand, the world's spinning, but we're steady.
That's what peace looks like, even in the middle of chaos. Where are you now?
In the bridal suite. They gave us champagne. I haven't touched it.
Is Daniel with you?
He stepped out to give me a moment. He's so calm. I don't know how.
Because he knows he waited years for this. He's just grateful it happened.
My hands won't stop shaking.
You've been through a war. That's normal.
People are texting me like crazy. What happened? Where's Ryan? Are you okay?
Ignore them. The only people who matter are the ones who already know.
Ryan's mom knocked on the door. I thought she was going to slap me.
And?
She hugged me, said, "I always knew Daniel loved you."
Wait, she knew?
She said it was obvious. And that maybe this was what I needed all along.
I'm stunned.
So was I. Then she left, just like that.
What about your guests?
Some were furious. Some cried. Some clapped.
Any drama?
Plenty. One of Ryan's cousins shouted, "This is sick," during the vows.
And what did you do?
I kept reading mine. My voice never cracked.
Because you owned it.
But now I'm sitting here. And I don't know what I feel.
You don't have to label it.
Is this grief? Relief? Guilt? I can't tell.
It's all of it, at once. That's what healing starts like. Messy, loud, silent, confusing.
I keep hearing Ryan's voice in my head.
Let it pass. It has no power anymore.
He just texted.
Now? What did he say?
"You're unbelievable. You humiliated me in front of everyone. I hope it was worth it. Then, you'll regret this."
Block him, now.
I'm scared. What if I did the wrong thing?
Then why do you feel lighter? Even now, after everything?
I don't know. I do feel lighter. But also, hollow.
That's your body exhaling after months of holding everything in.
I keep seeing his face when I walked in with Daniel. The shock. The way he stood frozen.
He deserved to be shaken.
But did I go too far? Did I make a public spectacle out of pain?
Number you turned survival into power.
Daniel just came back in. He sat down beside me. Didn't say a word. Just held my hand.
You don't need words when it's real.
He whispered, "You don't have to pretend to be okay. Not with me."
This is the difference, Claire. Ryan demanded performance. Daniel gives presence.
He kissed my forehead. Said, "Let's go home when you're ready."
And are you?
I think so. But it's not the kind of home I imagined.
Maybe it's better. The kind you didn't know you deserved.
I told him I might have breakdowns, regrets, questions.
What did he say?
Then we'll break down together. I don't need you perfect, just honest.
Claire, he's not rescuing you. He's walking with you.
I think I'm going to cry. But not the way I did with Ryan. Not from pain. From release.
That's healing, love. Welcome to it.
Daniel's packing up our things. He's humming. Like we didn't just flip the world upside down.
Because for him, this is peace.
I asked him why he's not panicking. He said, because I didn't marry you for applause.
I need this man cloned.
I just checked social media. Someone posted about it. It's spreading.
Log out. Don't let strangers narrate your life.
A headline says, bride switches grooms mid-wedding. Family blindsided.
Let them be shocked. Let them wonder. The people who know the truth will protect you.
Mom texted. She said, you looked like yourself again today. I haven't seen that in years.
That one made me cry.
We're about to leave the venue. There's a crowd outside. Cameras, I didn't expect this.
Head up, eyes forward. Don't let anyone take your story from you.
I feel like a scandal.
Number, you're a survivor who told the truth publicly, and that scares people.
Daniel just looked at me and said, we can take the back door. I told him no. I want to walk straight through the front.
I'm proud of you. Every single step.
We're getting in the car now. I'm holding his hand. Tight.
When you get home, breathe, sleep, and know you did the bravest thing I've ever seen.
I think I'm going to have to face Ryan again someday.
Maybe, but not today, and not on his terms.
I just want to start fresh. But I know the world won't forget this easily.
Let them remember. Let them talk. You have nothing to explain.
I feel like I've been reborn. And yet, I'm still grieving the woman I was before.
That's because she fought so hard to bring you here.
I want to honor her and let her go.
Then do it, tonight, with the man who showed up for you when it mattered.
I think I might finally sleep tonight. For real.
And when you wake up, you'll remember what freedom tastes like. Home yet?
Yeah, just walked in. It feels strange.
How so?
It's quiet. No guests, no chaos. Just walls and silence.
That's what peace sounds like.
I'm still wearing the dress.
Take your time. Let it all settle.
Daniel lit candles. He's making tea. Like it's just a normal evening.
He's grounding you.
I asked him if he felt weird. He said, only in the best way.
He's so steady.
He said he doesn't expect me to be okay tomorrow. Or next week.
Because he loves the real you. Not the one pretending to smile.
I told him I feel like a fraud. That maybe I rushed into something again.
What did he say?
Then let's slow down now. No pressure, just presence.
Claire, he's exactly what you needed.
I know, but my chest still feels heavy.
That's your body still trying to unlearn the trauma.
I asked him, what if people say this won't last?
And?
Then we'll prove them wrong in silence.
That's how you know he's in this for the long haul.
I'm sitting on the floor, dress spread out. It feels like a symbol of something.
Of change, of choice, of taking your life back.
Daniel sat next to me and asked, can I tell you something crazy?
What?
He said he knew the moment we met that he would wait. As long as it took.
I have no words.
I asked why he never told me. He said, because you loved someone else. And I respected that.
He didn't interfere. He just stood close in case you ever needed to turn.
I feel like I've been blind for years.
Number, you saw what you were meant to see. Now your eyes are open wider.
I told him I need space. Not from him. From everything.
What did he say?
Then let's disappear. No phones, no noise, just us.
Would you actually go?
I said yes. I want a few days where nobody expects me to explain.
Do it. Heal. Breathe. Reclaim your heartbeat.
I still haven't responded to half the texts. Some people are furious. Others are confused.
You owe no one a version of this story that makes them comfortable.
Daniel's packing a bag. 2 days. Cabin outside the city. Just quiet.
Perfect. No drama, just stillness.
He just kissed my hand and said, you don't have to smile if you're not ready.
I want to print that on a pillow.
I feel like I'm on the edge of a cliff and I don't know if I jumped or if I was pushed.
What if you grew wings instead?
I think I'm still falling, but slower now. And I'm not alone.
That's what matters, that someone is falling with you.
I looked him in the eye and asked, what if I never love you the way I loved him?
That's a big question.
He said, then I'll love you enough for both of us. And wait until you don't compare anymore.
I can't even type. That's too much.
I didn't mean to hurt him. I was just honest.
And that's what love needs, even if it bruises.
I asked if he wanted to postpone the paperwork.
What did he say?
Number? Because even if you change your name, you'll still be you. And I'm not marrying your perfection. I'm marrying your truth.
Daniel deserves the world, and so do you.
There's something peaceful about how quiet he is. Not filling the air, just letting me be.
You've lived with noise so long that silence feels foreign.
I told him I don't know what kind of wife I'll be.
What did he say?
Let's figure it out. One messy day at a time.
That's love. Not fireworks, not speeches, just staying.
My phone rang. Unknown number. I didn't answer.
Could it be Ryan?
Probably. Or someone defending him. I don't want to hear it.
Then don't. You chose peace. Don't let chaos claw its way back in.
Daniel just came over and took the phone. Shut it off. No drama. Just off.
I like him more every minute.
I think I'll sleep tonight. Maybe for real.
And if you wake up with questions, it's okay. Just don't forget the strength it took to get here.
Will I always feel torn between two lives?
Maybe for a while, but eventually one will feel like home. The one you chose.
We're leaving at dawn. I'll text you when we get there.
No pressure, just rest. I'm here when you're ready.
I love you, Em. I mean that more than I've ever meant anything.
I love you too, and I've never been prouder to be your sister. Did you arrive safely?
Yeah, we're here. Deep in the woods. No signal unless we stand on the porch railing.
Perfect, you need quiet, real quiet.
There's a lake just outside the cabin. It's still, like glass.
Sounds like exactly what you need.
Daniel made coffee. No phones, no internet. Just wind and trees.
So, how do you feel?
Like my thoughts are finally catching up to me.
That can be good and hard.
I told Daniel I needed time alone. He gave me a blanket and walked outside. Didn't even ask questions.
That's what respect looks like.
I sat on the floor and just let the silence hit me.
Did it hurt?
Yes, but it was honest pain. No pretending.
That's how healing begins. One honest breath at a time.
I closed my eyes and remembered the day I met Ryan. He smiled at me like I was the only one in the room.
Your memory will lie to you sometimes. Be careful.
I know. But I also remembered how I felt when he didn't text back. When he canceled dinners. When he made me feel like a burden.
That's the truth whispering through nostalgia.
I told myself for years that I was too emotional, that I needed to stop overreacting. But I wasn't. I just kept ignoring alarms.
Because you wanted love so badly. You tolerated the fire it came in.
Daniel knocked once. Didn't come in, just said, "Take your time."
He's a different species.
Later, he brought me soup. Said nothing. Just sat beside me while I ate in silence.
Sometimes that's better than 1,000 perfect words.
I asked him why he never gave up on me. He said, "Because you were never mine to claim. Only mine to protect."
I'm going to frame that.
I told him I still feel married to a ghost.
What did he say?
Then let's light a candle for her. And let her go.
I'm genuinely tearing up.
We did it. We lit a candle by the lake. I didn't speak. Just watched it burn.
That's a ritual, not for him, for you.
I whispered, "You don't get to follow me here, Ryan." And then I blew it out.
And that's how a chapter ends, quietly, powerfully.
I felt free. Not completely. But for the first time, I didn't want to check my phone.
That's a huge step.
We went for a walk. Trees were bare, but I felt held by them somehow. Like nature didn't judge me.
Because nature doesn't care about weddings or scandals. Just survival.
I told Daniel I was scared I only married him out of pain.
And?
He said, "Then let the pain be our beginning. And let time prove the rest."
That's the kind of love that doesn't beg to be believed.
I asked him if he'd still love me if I said I needed a year before being fully present.
What did he say?
Love doesn't start when you're ready. It waits until you are.
I have no more tears left.
He's reading now. Not even watching me type. Just giving me space.
This is what it looks like to feel safe.
I never realized how loud my life was until it stopped screaming.
And now?
Now I'm trying to remember what peace sounds like.
That silence isn't empty. It's full of all the things you used to silence.
I found something strange, though. In the cabin drawer.
What was it?
A postcard. Addressed to no one. Just said, "Some ghosts never die. They wait."
That's unsettling.
It looked old. Faded. But recent enough to feel intentional.
Do you think Ryan followed you here?
I don't think so. But it rattled me. Like a whisper from the past.
Maybe it's not about Ryan. Maybe it's the part of you that's not ready to move on.
I can't stop staring at it. I want to burn it.
Or you could let it sit, Let it lose power. Don't react, just observe.
I told Daniel. He didn't even flinch, just said, "Let the ghost talk. We don't have to listen."
Every time he speaks, I believe in men again.
I don't know where this road goes. I don't know what kind of wife I'll be. But I know I don't want to be scared anymore.
Then don't be. Stand in the wreckage and build, brick by honest brick.
He just came over, kissed my shoulder, and whispered, "Even ruins make beautiful homes."
That man is poetry.
I think I'll sleep tonight. Not because I'm tired, because I'm finally safe.
Then sleep, sister. Let the past stay outside the cabin, and don't open the door if it knocks. Back from the cabin?
Just walked in. Feels like we left a different world behind.
Did it help?
More than I expected. Less than I hoped.
What do you mean?
I found quiet, but my brain didn't stay quiet with me.
That's normal. Stillness brings up what noise buried.
I had dreams. One of them, Ryan was at the altar and Daniel disappeared.
That's fear, not prophecy.
Every time I close my eyes, something from the wedding replays.
You're still processing. You made a public choice. The mind takes time to absorb it.
Daniel said he'd be patient even if it takes years.
And that's why he's the right one.
I opened my phone after 4 days. Hundreds of messages.
Anything from Ryan?
One voicemail. No words. Just breathing.
Creepy.
Then a text. "You think this is over?"
He's spiraling. Block him.
I did. But something tells me he's not done.
What would he even want now?
Control, closure, chaos. I don't know.
You don't owe him a second of your peace.
We went to grab groceries. Someone recognized me. Called me that bride.
You knew this would happen, but it'll pass.
They asked, was it for fame or revenge? I couldn't even answer.
People love headlines more than humanity.
I just want this to fade.
It will, but not overnight. Let them talk, let them forget. You keep walking.
Daniel offered to leave town for a month. Just disappear until it calms down.
And you?
I said no, I'm not running. Not anymore.
That's strength.
I did go see Mom and Dad again.
How did it go?
Better than I expected. Worse than I hoped.
Explain.
Mom hugged me. Said she was proud I made a choice. Dad was quiet. Really quiet.
What did he say?
You shocked us, but you didn't shame us.
That's complicated.
He's old school. He's still grieving the idea of what the wedding was supposed to be.
And you?
I'm grieving the version of myself that tolerated less.
That's the only funeral worth holding.
Daniel waited outside while I talked to them. Didn't complain. Didn't rush.
Because he trusts you to face things alone and trusts you to come back.
We walked back to the car and he said, "You looked 10 years lighter."
You probably were.
I think I'm falling in love with him. Not out of rescue, out of choice.
Then let it happen, with no guilt.
I told him I needed to tell him something big.
Did you?
I said, "I married you in a storm. But I want to stay through the sunshine too."
He must have melted.
He said, "That's the first time I felt like your husband. Not just the guy you escaped with."
That's a huge step.
I'm scared he'll leave if I crumble again.
And has he given you any reason to think that?
But I'm still wired for fear.
Then let that fear speak, but don't let it drive.
I told him I want to go back to work next week. Get some normalcy.
Good. Routine heals.
I got a call from a blocked number this morning. I didn't answer. Then another.
Could be anyone.
I finally answered. It was Madison.
What?
She said she wanted to clear the air. That she didn't mean for things to go that far.
Too late, too irrelevant, too manipulative.
She said Ryan told her we were already having issues. That I was cold. Controlling.
Gaslighting.
I told her I don't care what version of the story she needs to sleep at night.
Good, no space for revisionism.
She said, "You took everything from him."
I can't. She helped him burn it down. You just walked away from the ashes.
I told her he took himself from me. And she was just the mirror he used to do it.
Powerful.
Then I hung up. Blocked her. And turned off the phone for the rest of the day.
You've outgrown their chaos. That's why they're loud.
I'm tired. Not physically. Soul tired.
You've been carrying rubble for months. It's okay to collapse now that you're safe.
I think the final conversation with Ryan is coming. I can feel it.
Will you answer?
Only if it's face to face. No texts, no voicemails. Just truth. One time.
You'll know when it's time. Until then, don't open the door unless your heart knocks first. Did he reach out again?
Yes. Texted from a different number. Said he just wants one conversation.
Are you going to do it?
I said yes. I need to look him in the eyes and close the door myself.
Where?
Public place. The park where we got engaged.
Claire, are you ready?
I don't know. But I need to do this. For me, not for him,
Then don't go in with hope. Go in with clarity.
I told Daniel. He didn't flinch, just said, "Do what you have to. I'll be here when it's over."
He's solid.
He asked if I wanted him to wait nearby. I said no. I have to stand alone for this one.
You're stronger than you think.
I'm walking there now. My hands are cold. My chest is tight.
Deep breaths. You're not who you were the last time you saw him.
I see him. Sitting on the bench. Same one from the proposal.
How does he look?
Tired. Older. Like he hasn't slept. But he smiled when he saw me.
Let him talk first. Don't fill the silence.
He said, "I didn't expect you to come." I said, "You shouldn't have."
Good. Keep it honest.
He said he's been a wreck. That the house feels haunted.
He's mourning the control, not the connection.
I asked him, "What exactly do you want from me?"
What did he say?
"I want you to understand. I want you to see it wasn't about love. It was about fear."
Fear of what?
He said he panicked. That marriage felt like a trap. That Madison was a way to feel free.
So he chose destruction over honesty.
I told him, "You didn't set yourself free. You lit the house on fire while I was still inside."
Claire,
He started crying. Said he doesn't even know who he is anymore.
that's not your burden to fix.
I stayed silent. Let him drown in the silence he gave me so many times.
You're reclaiming your voice.
He said, "Do you hate me?"
What did you say?
I did, for a while, but now I just don't need you.
Powerful.
He asked if Daniel knew everything. I said yes, and that he still stayed.
That contrast must have gutted him.
Then he asked, "Was any of it real?"
Was it?
I told him. Some parts were, but I was in love alone most of the time.
Truth.
He whispered, "I miss you.
How did you respond?
You miss the version of me that didn't know better."
Claire, you're rewriting your whole history with one conversation.
I told him I forgive him, but I don't accept him back. Not in any version of my life.
Forgiveness without access. That's peace.
He asked, "Do I even matter to you anymore?"
I'm holding my breath.
You matter as a lesson, not a person.
That's closure.
He said he doesn't think he'll ever love again.
Not your problem.
I stood up, said, "Don't wait for me to fix what you broke inside yourself."
Yes, walk away.
I turned around. Didn't look back. Didn't pause. My legs were shaking, but I didn't stop.
That was your final walk down the aisle, away from a life that wasn't yours anymore.
Daniel was home. He opened the door before I even knocked.
What did he say?
"Is it done?" I said, "It's buried."
Did he ask anything else?
He just held me. Not like I was broken, but like I was finally whole.
I'm crying again.
I told him everything, word for word. He just listened. No judgment, no jealousy.
Because real love doesn't compete with ghosts. It waits until the storm is quiet.
He whispered, "Let's never mention him again. Let him fade."
Then fade he shall.
I feel tired, but lighter. Like something snapped off and I didn't realize how heavy it was.
You've been carrying betrayal like a second skin. Now you're shedding it.
He made dinner, candles again, no phones, just soft music and silence.
That's how new chapters begin. Without thunder, just warmth.
I told him, "I'm not ready to be the perfect wife, but I'm ready to try.
And?
That's all I'll ever need." He said, "Not perfect, just present."
I want to live in that sentence.
I might sleep tonight without waking up from dreams about Ryan.
And if you do dream, let it be of your own future, not his shadow. How did you sleep?
All the way through. First time in months, no dreams. Just dark, warm silence.
That's the sound of peace.
I woke up before Daniel, watched him sleep, and I didn't feel guilty for being happy.
Say that again, for yourself.
I didn't feel guilty for being happy.
You earned that, through fire, through honesty.
We made pancakes, no music, just birds, laughter. It felt like life again.
I'm so proud of you, Claire.
I looked in the mirror and saw a woman I recognize. Not the one who was always trying to be enough. Just me.
And she's more than enough.
We talked about the future today. Kids, home, everything.
Big conversation.
I told him I'm scared to promise forever.
And?
He said, "Then let's promise one day at a time, until forever feels natural."
This man was made for you.
I asked, "What if I change?" He said, "Then I'll fall in love with the new you too."
He doesn't want stability. He wants the real journey.
We went to see a little house today. Quiet street, overgrown garden, needs work. But it felt right.
Are you thinking of moving in?
Yeah, together. Build something that's ours. From scratch. No ghosts.
You're really doing it. Starting a life, not running from one.
We walked through every room. Daniel held my hand and said, "Let's plant roots here."
And how did that feel?
Like I finally exhaled after years of holding my breath.
That's what healing is. Not loud, just full.
I keep thinking of who I was the night before the wedding. The ache, the doubt.
She was strong, she just didn't know it yet.
I want to honor her. She got me here.
Then speak to her.
I would say, "Thank you for not settling. Thank you for walking, even with shaking legs."
She would be proud.
I burned the last photo of Ryan today, the one from our engagement. Watched it curl into ash.
That's not spite, that's release.
I didn't cry. I smiled, whispered, "I survived you."
That's your final word.
I asked Daniel if he'd still want me if I lost everything.
And?
I don't love you because of what you bring. I love you because you stayed when everything left.
He's home. That's the difference.
I'm not afraid anymore. Not of love, not of myself.
Then go live. Fully, loudly, kindly. For her, for you.
We're signing the papers for the house next week. It's happening.
New address, new name, new life.
And all of it mine.
What would you call this chapter?
Not revenge, not recovery. Maybe it's a return.
Return to what?
To myself. The self I buried under someone else's story.
Then may she never be buried again.
I promise. No more shrinking. No more silence.
I love you, Claire, so much.
I love you too. And thank you for walking every mile with me.
Always, no matter what.
Tell the world I didn't just leave. I arrived.
I think they already know.